So what I want to do in this video is show everybody who owns an E93 how you can go about changing or fixing any of the roof hinges on your convertible roof which may break or get damaged, and you can do it in quite a convenient and cheaper way than if you were to go to a BMW garage. So first of all, what you want to do is go to AliExpress. It is quite a reputable site. Basically these are parts from China. Type in E93 roof hinge and that will take you hopefully to a screen that looks something like this. And now you can see there's both the roof hinges, left and right side. I only needed the right hand side, so it was £14 at the time, but you can buy both hinges if you want. Once you've done that, you want to go and get the paint colour for your car. So I went to Paint Nuts. You type in your registration number and it should pull up the colour of your car, the engine number and everything, and then it's just a case of just buying what you need from this site. So all I needed was the actual paint colour itself. I didn't need any glossifier or the primer because I already had that, so I was just looking for the exact paint code. So this is the part from AliExpress. Comes with 3M tape underneath it. It's basically just made of plastic. It seems to be fairly legit. I'm looking on my shelf now just to see what I'm going to prime it with. I've picked that Technic primer out, but I didn't actually end up using that. I'll show you later what I do use. And I don't know why the video goes glitchy here, but basically what I'm looking for is a sandpaper that's the right kind of grit, so I went for a 320. Just give that initial plastic a bit of a sand down. Nothing too hard. Just get a few scratches in it so that the primer takes to it. And just making sure that the primer's had a good shake. I'll just put on a piece of paper there just to make sure that I don't get primer all over the garage floor. So I think I gave it 3 coats in total. I don't want to go too heavy just in case that little moving part got stuck at any one point. So I think there's a few occasions where I've gone in there and just made sure that little sticky up thing could actually move. I didn't want it to get, stuck down with all the primer that I was putting down. Just giving that little flap there a bit of a lift up, just making sure I paint under it. Well, not paint, it's primer. Just making sure I don't go too heavy on it, and making sure that still works, the little mechanism, or the hinge, whatever. Right, so 3 coats later, I'm going to come in with some 1000 grit. And then just give that a little bit of a sand down before I put the BMW coloured paint on. I mean, it's not a super professional job. I think most people could do this. There's nothing really that complicated about it. It's just a case of having the right kind of accessories to get the job done in a way that you're happy with. So this is the paint from Paint Nuts. This is colour coded to my car, so it's the black for the BMW. Just making sure it's getting a really good shake up, making sure it's at room temperature. I probably should have propped this up better, but it is what it is. I'm not an expert. I'll just put it down, and I'm going to give it a few coats. I think I did 3 coats in total. Couple of squirts on the paper there, just to make sure the paint's coming out correctly. There's no blockages or anything like that. And you can see it comes out quite in quite a wide fan spray, quite thick. So just 3 quick sprays and the first coat's down nicely. Again, just lifting that little hinge up, just making sure that it's not getting stuck down or welded to the other side. So I did 3 coats of the black, and then we're coming in with the clear lacquer. So you can use any kind of clear gloss coat or. So just making sure that the glossifier or the gloss is coming out of the can properly. Sprayed a few test shots on the paper. Now I'm just going to lay another coat down there. I wouldn't really say they were heavy coats, they were quite light. And I did 3 in total. So that's after the last one's down. It's probably going to need a bit of buffing, to be fair. There's a bit of orange peel, so but that can be easily done once it's fitted. Right, so this is before the fitting, so you can see there's a massive piece missing there, and on the left hand side it looks like a good fit. It looks like the colour match is okay, looks like it's going to go on alright. It potentially looks like it's a bit longer there, but you'll see later how it fits. So this is what I've used, the Autotech grey plastic primer, 3 coats of that. The paint nuts, that was the colour coded BMW. To be fair, that was really good. It only took them a week to send that out to me. And this is just a clear lacquer. You can get that anywhere, any type of sort of gloss or clear coat to go everything. So this is the final result. It looks good. The colour was fine. It probably does need a little bit of buff, but you can see there that there is a gap between the 2 parts there. If I show you the other side, the gap between the original BMW is much smaller. There's kind of not really much of a gap there. And on the AliExpress part, if we just go back to the other side, you can see that the gap is a little bit bigger. However, it works. The roof comes out, the hinges work. Just scrape a bit of water off there. The colour's a good match. Probably does need a little bit of a polish above just to get the shine out and get the orange peel out. But other than that, I fixed that part for under 50 quid. This is the car now in its entirety. Just a quick walk around of it. So this is a 335i E93 2007, so it's pretty old school. It's only done 70,000 miles, so it's still pretty new. 400 brake horsepower, 565 Nm, which I think is about 450 pounds of torque. Deep dish alloys, carbon fibre bonnet. Yeah. So hopefully this will help you guys if you're looking to replace any of those parts on your roof hinges. There is a way to do it that's going to be cheaper than BMW. It's not difficult. It's definitely a DIY job. So hopefully you guys can have a look at this video and see if it's something you want to tackle yourselves.